Hello people, today I will be breaking the world record for longest amount of time holding your breath. As you all know, maybe you don't, but I'ma say it. So that would lead to all of the people watching in this video that don't have a disability of hearing to know what I'm talking about. And that is that the longest time for a breath held is 24 minutes and like 3 seconds, 3.75. That's semantics. We're gonna be breaking charts today, alright? Let's get it started. 3, 2, 1, let's go. As you can see, I'm holding my breath. Alright. So, usually, like, when I see these videos, these guys always have their heads underwater, which just seems to add, like, an unnecessary level of difficulty to the whole situation, and I don't know why they do it. I mean, like, it just seems like showing off at that point. I feel like the record could be much higher if they stuck to like the absolute minimum of effort like I am right now. So yeah, some people think, like the guy who holds the record might think he's gonna keep his record after this, but I wouldn't let him hold his breath. Who got him? That's a breath joke right there. I mean, really, he's gonna be really, if he wants to break this record, he's gonna tire himself out, alright? Like, he's gonna be out of breath. That's pun number 2, as as we count in the first grade and whatnot. So really, we're like a few minutes in. Well, no, not at all, but like 142, 143. It's recording. It's fine. Here, as long as I have my fist in the air the whole time, or in frame, I guess. Just fist clenched, I can do this all day. Like, whoever wants to break this record's got a mountain to climb. Yeah, I stole that from Sonic 2 World Progression from Summoning Salt. What are you gonna do about it? I don't know. DMCA takedown. So, really, like, we're like 2:20 in the video right now. This is the part, like, I've tried this before. I got to this part. This is the part where I really worry about what if somebody else made this joke before. It seems pretty obvious. But, I'm gonna keep going through. Okay, that's like, if you keep thinking about it, like, what if it's done before it's done? You're never gonna break the world record with that attitude, alright? Let's keep going. We really don't need to talk about this, the whole time. We can just talk about, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid 3 is a really good game, right? I'm really enjoying that game, and I beat it. I'm gonna do another playthrough of it. Oh man, that game's so good. I absolutely suck at it, but it is such a good game. Right after I'm done with breaking this world record, I'm gonna go straight into that game and go to the pain fight, drive underwater and hold my breath in that game and break the world record again. I'll die because, you can hold your breath for like 30 seconds in that game, Oh, this legendary soldier holding his breath for like a grand total of 30 seconds. Yeah, that's impressive. Probably not even 30 seconds. Depends on your stamina meter, but even if it's full, like 20 seconds, it feels like it's the max. So yeah, wow, I'm running out of subject to talk about here. Jak 3 was good, right? I really like that game. Sure, it's a lot of nostalgia talking right now, but, I spent hours and hours in that game just looking up glitches on YouTube, not like, this was like when I was a wee little lad, like so low that you can't even see how tall I was because the way I framed the shot. Because, it's like bent on a lamp because I don't have any place to do it. Yeah, whatever, But hey, I think it's all worth it when I'm gonna be breaking this record, alright? Mouths will fall to the floor, and in that case, you have a really poor structure of mouth. Boy. Ooh, yeah. This is... Yeah, we're not a subject to talk about. Awkward, dead air, ah! Yeah, Well, should have made that joke a bit later now, since now I'm absolutely out of material. Speaking of material, Minecraft. People say it's for kids, but like you really can do a lot of stuff in that game. Like, did you see that? Like somebody made Pokemon Red in that game, and I think that's really incredible. Speaking of Minecraft, I'm gonna go straight into this game right after Metal Gear Solid 3, and I'm gonna hold my breath for like 10 seconds, breaking the world record again. I can just go into creative and just go underwater, and it's gonna break the world record again. Oh, fun fact about Jack 3, that's what we call a callback in business. Uh, you know, Fun fact, it takes 11 punches or peacemaker shots to break a piece of cactus. Bet you didn't know that. But that's gonna like take up some cancer curing information in your head. And you're welcome. I mean, I don't want to be the guy who cures cancer. Like, just, yeah, I thought I was gonna go somewhere with this joke, but then like, just kind of ends. Yeah, I thought like that joke was gonna go deeper into like something cool, and it didn't. Uh, yeah, keeping the breath real tight in there. All right, it's gonna be like solid, like what's it called, like cool, not cool ice. All ice is cool. Solid ice, no, dry ice, dry ice. It's gonna be like dry ice. That's how hard I'm compressing this right here. All right, it's yeah, that was embarrassing. Just couldn't remember the name of dry ice. Probably gonna edit that out, but I can't edit it out since this is an official world record attempt. Guinness is gonna come to my house and be like, "This is a bad joke," and then leave. I'm gonna say to them like, "Don't you think that was a little excessive? Like, you didn't have to just bring a guy all the way here. Just tell me. You could just send me an email or something like, yeah, joke sucks, nerd,' and then I don't know, something else." I can't follow up on these jokes. Look, I'm too focused on this right here. Alright? Like, this is like the hardest fist ever clenched. This is like Rocky in the first Rocky, which was a really good movie. That's how hard the fist clench was. And he had a glove over it, so. But yeah, first Rocky, great movie, great love story. I mean, like, that's also a thing. I really don't like how a lot of movies just, like, tack a love story on there. Like, Die Hard didn't need a love story. Sure, it was, like, the reason why the protagonist was there, but they could have thought of something else. He could have been just, like, an ordinary bodyguard or something. Uh, yeah. But, like, Die Hard is also a really good movie. Just the love story's kind of tacked on, which kind of sucks. But, yeah, like... Oh man, you know what I hate? Die Hard 2. Like, Jesus, like it's like going from one of my favorite movies of all time to all-time worst. Um, I had like great analogies right after I watched it, and like I didn't script this at all, but that's how you know it's real. This is how you know it's a world record attempt. I might not even break it. My fist is kind of shaking a bit. I'm physically ill. Like, not ill, but just untrained. I don't exercise. Exercise for nerds. And the only person who calls me a nerd is that guy from Guinness World Records. That's another callback. Speaking of callbacks, nobody ever calls me back. Like, that's how I open up, like, people are like, "Hey, what's your name?" I'm like, "My name's John, but my friends don't call me." And that's a good joke, huh? Don't steal it, please. Original joke, don't steal. Maybe it's not original. No. Ooh. As you can see, I'm sweating hard right now. That could be because it's like, I don't know, 300,000 Celsius here. Or maybe it's because I'm this focused on this world record attempt right now. Yeah, this is not flattering angle, but you gotta take the risks like that. All right, you gotta accept it. This is a world record attempt. It's going. Yeah. Wow. But like, if I could edit, I might have put a timer on screen. You're gonna see this, and you're gonna see if I learned to edit or if I just chose the lazy way out. Spoiler alert! spoiler alert, I probably chose the lazy way out. Like, you know, that's human nature, isn't it? Ow. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is really good. Oh, a game I've been really enjoying is God Hand. Like, seriously. I'm trying to beat the bodyguard in the casino. Like, I know it doesn't get you anything, but like, mainly because I searched it, but like, I really want to do it. Just fun, just dodging all his attacks. I'm learning, and then like he hits me once and I die. Uh, you know, but that game is amazing. All the animation work, and really makes me sad that Clover Studios closed down right afterwards, and the IGN review of that game is one of the worst things ever made, and that's including the Holocaust. All right, Holocaust versus IGN review of God Hand. Holocaust is like way better for humanity. Speaking of the Holocaust, you know what's a great song? Alive with the Glory of Love by Say Anything. Such a good song. Alright, like, it is my favorite song of all time. You know, there's this part in the song, and this is my favorite lyric of all time, from my favorite song of all time, from my favorite band of all time, Say Anything. Here it goes. This war was worth this, and guess what? That is absolutely true. That song is mostly about how two people hiding from Nazis in World War II, like, you know, yeah, they're hiding from Nazis in World War II, and they just fall in love. And it's actually about the lead singer's grandparents, believe it or not. Well, that's not a hard thing to believe, I guess, but like, it's, you know, so that's how he was inspired by the song. So he just wrote a song about his grandparents falling in love during World War II, and, you know, and like the song just climaxes on that lyric. It's like, this war was worth this. This, like, saying like the entire Holocaust was worth, like, you know, the dude meeting the grandma, and you know, that's so good. Like, I really like that. So I mean, like, who can deny the Holocaust when it made a hot jam like that song? Am I right, guys? Seriously, it's so good. Oh man. And guess what? Right after this world record, I'm gonna listen to Say Anything while playing Metal Gear Solid 3, and then play Minecraft afterwards. Well, like, being honest, I'm probably just gonna say anything no matter what. Like, also they made really good songs. Every Man Has a Molly is also really good. Best 43 opening seconds in any song. Like, that's maybe aside from Alive with Glory of Love, as previously stated. What else? I mean, like, really, She Won't Follow You is a good song from them. Seriously, I'll say any song from them. I'll say anything that's a song from them and say it's a good song. That's pun number 3, people, and that's a bad pun. Like, I mean, that's probably what's gonna get this video DMCA'd or whatever. And then, yeah, I don't know what you're saying. You didn't break any copyright laws. Yeah, sure, you mentioned Metal Gear Solid 3 and Say Anything. But, like, yeah, Max Bemis is just gonna come and smack me right across the head for making that pun. Probably not. But also, a lot of effort just for, like, me praising him, I guess. Like, yeah, you praise me in a bad way. Just take this. Like, that's not gonna happen, let's be honest. Yo, support my Kickstarter to have Max Bemis just punch me in the head. $72 million. All worth it. I'll punch, like, anybody in the head for $72 million. Should I just end the video there? No, because we still got, like, a lot of time. Jeez. Oh, jeez, Morty. You gotta have like a really high IQ to understand that joke. You know, like at least like somewhere in the realm of like 300,000, which was, I believe, what I said the temperature was earlier, and that's callback number 4. Alright, we might break the amount of world record in comebacks in a video as well. Who knows? Probably not. This is just like really low effort content I'm making right here. But you know what's not low effort? Breaking this world record. My fist clench is really weakening, and that means I should exercise more. But you know, you all aren't gonna be telling me I should exercise more after I break the world record for holding my breath. 10 more minutes ish, I guess. I don't know, like, You know, it's a world record, but like, there's no need to be precise about it, right, guys? Uh, Speaking of cartoons, said Rick and Morty a bit earlier. Call back number five. Let's go to BoJack Horseman. All right, like that show is so good, really clever writing. Uh, you know, just the first season is the worst, and that season is still really good. So that tells you like if the first season is the worst and it's still like an 8 out of 10, just imagine what season 2, 3, and 4 are like, like so good. It's it's 4 seasons of amazing writing. Sure. So show starts off like meh, but like give it like after like I mean like it gets good like the later half of this first season also. I just belch out. No, but like yeah, the first season like I would say after the first quarter of the first season, it's really good. So if you have the time, you really gotta have like at least chronic depression to understand that you're alright. Like Albert Depressenstein over here, you need to have that kind of level of depression to understand that you're alright. And you know what they say, the jokes that are explained are funny, so I'm gonna explain that joke. That's a reference to Rick and Morty fan base who always say that like, oh, you need to be really smart to understand that show. So I like since the main character has depression, kind of a spoiler alert. Speaking of spoiler alerts, skip to the end of this video because I'm probably just gonna be talking about BoJack Horseman spoilers until that time. Yo, season 2, episode 11, that was so depressing. Like, jeez, man. You know what I really like about that show? Again, this is still BoJack Horseman spoiler, so like I don't know, just close your eyes and ears. Just close your ears. Isn't that crazy? By the way, like how you can like close your eyes, you can close your mouth, so like you can like shut out two of your senses, but you can't like ever stop feeling. You can't ever stop hearing unless if you physically plug your ears. You can't ever stop smelling unless if you purposely breathe through your mouth, or like just plug your nose. Yeah, that sounds a bit more nasally than I intended, but that's what happens when you plug your nose. Should have saw that one come. That's my bad. But you know what's not bad? This world record is about. I could have phrased that a lot better. Let's just ignore this. Just ignore past 17, 18 minutes. Yeah, it's almost 18 minutes, which is, I'm saying a lot. Maybe you do know. Maybe you don't. What if you don't know? That's insulting, I think. You know what's not insulting? Something, an analogy leading to the world record. That really hurt my hand. But yeah. It's hot, I don't want to make this video anymore. But that's not how world records are broken. Oh, wow, I've been just straight up talking for, say, 1837. I mean, what else is there to say? BoJack Horseman. Somebody broke into my house. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, I don't think I'm. What if I get killed, huh? Fist clenched. I don't think I can like break George Washington in this. He's been holding his breath for what, like 200 years. I think that's a lot more impressive. But like we're only talking about the land of the living. The guy who broke was like 24 minutes and 3 seconds. Alright, y'all want to see my impression of Michael Jackson? Get it? Because he's dead. That's a mean-spirited joke. That joke could be done about anybody who's dead. Robin Williams, he's also dead. Yeah. But hey, let me tell you, that joke kills. Get it? Because I said the word dead earlier. That's what we call wordplay. Played with some words the other day, and they sued me for sexual harassment. That's life, Who hasn't gotten sued, like, just for playing with the actual word phone, The word phone sued me. You know, so there's a pun in there. I'm thinking of it. Like, you know, they called my lawyer, man. It's just a huge PR thing anyway, since, you know, I'm known by like 5 people, so. And they're just trying to leech off my fame. I'm hearing noises. There could be like somebody trying to kill me right now, you know. Maybe it's the previous world record holder who's heard of me doing this, you know, he's sending out hitmen and stuff, you know, who knows, you know. It's a dangerous world out there. How far are we? Like 4 minutes, I think. I'm gonna just do this until I reach 26 minutes and I'm gonna just stop. It's gonna be super awkward. I'm just gonna hit this record button. You're gonna see my body lean in. You know, heads up, spoiler alert for the end of this video. That'd be pretty funny. Like, that's like the worst type of foreshadowing. Imagine if like, imagine like Die Hard would be like, yo, I'm gonna fall from this building. And then like, at the end of the movie, right at the climax, dude. And then like, you know, it happens. Yeah, that's what I call foreshadowing, except that's what I call like saying what's gonna happen later in the movie. Die Hard is like, you know what I really like about Die Hard? Man, I brought up Die Hard 2 and just changed the subject, but I'll also finish my sense about Die Hard. Is like, the more you think about it, the more action makes sense. And in Die Hard 2, it's like, everybody's just against John McClane for like something for no reason. Also, he just like, to show that the bad guys were using blanks, he just straight up shoots like this annoying officer that's like been antagonized throughout the entire movie. Well, like not antagonized, but I guess like is shown to be not a nice person, but is still with the good guys. And like, do you think that's like the best way to show that they were using blanks? Maybe you could have been like, you point up in the air. Don't point like blank range. Like that means even blanks hurt you. And he was right there. And although, like, what if another police officer shot him? What if he's like, yo, they were using blanks, listen to me. Like, he could have just said that instead of taking this way out of proportion. At least in Die Hard 3, they kind of, like, stopped caring. Oh, in Die Hard 2, I'm gonna get back to Die Hard 3 in a second, but I know they're not called 2 and 3, they're called something else. In Die Hard 2, like, there's the scene where he's in, John is like in the cockpit of a plane, and like they throw grenades and they take like 72 years to blow up. Also in the first movie, it was like really clear, you saw like how many soldiers, the first guy had, like, I mean, Rick something, forgetting the names, it's been a while, but like, you get the idea, like, you saw how many, like, you know how many henchmen the villain had. And then, like, in the second movie, they're like, you have, like, no idea. And then at some point, like, there's also, like, this point where you see, like, a truckload of soldiers who come to help him, but turns out they were secretly bad guys all along. And, like, except for one of them. Except for that one guy who's actually, like, thinking they're doing good. And, like, the dude just slits his throat. Like, maybe you could have gotten another soldier. Like, what are the chances that you couldn't convince one soldier? Like, you convince everybody else. Like, just tell them to take the day off. Like, if we have enough soldiers here, well, like, that's so stupid. Come on. Also, there's this scene again in Die Hard 2. It gets me angry that you know, John, like, he has a beeper on. I'm not gonna even try to say his last name anymore. He has a beeper on him, and it's established earlier in the movie, and like, you know, later up, you know, first the setup, alright, second, and then it beeps right in like this tense moment where he's trying to sneak around and stuff. Much like Metal Gear, much like Big Boss and, you know, Naked Snake in Metal Gear Solid 3, but that's callback number something. 5, I don't know how to count. But again, like, you know, and it beeps, and like, you know, finally the bad guys catch him, and he just jumps right on top of him, and like, why don't you use a gun on him? Like, I understand who we want to have a big action scene like in the first movie where they were fist fighting and stuff. But in that movie, he did it because the bad guy who actually could have just killed him did it because he wanted to kill him by hand because he killed his brother earlier, which is, you might argue and stuff, but like at least that's a character trait that you see and stuff, like at least it kind of makes sense, and characters have flaws, and maybe that's his flaw, that he's overly prideful. But in the second movie, this guy just tackles him for no reason. He doesn't have a pistol, and I know why they did it, because they're like, oh, we want to be cool, and we want to have John put an icicle through this guy's eye, and yeah, you did that, but like, why throw out all your previously established rules? Maybe he only had blank guns or something, but either way, it's a bad excuse. 0 out of 10 for that scene, especially. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, Die Hard 2 did have, like, some cool scenes, like that one part in, like, where it shows, like, the villains, like, in the first movie, how many hostages died? 2. In, like, the second movie, like, at least tries to like ramp up the action a bit, by like just having 230 something people die, I think, like, and that's good, ramping up the stakes and whatnot. And so it's not like, at least it did that kind of competently. It's still a fun movie to watch. Also, what I really hated about the second movie, it's like every single woman just falls for John immediately. It's kind of jarring. Like, the dude's like Bruce Willis. Okay, like, 6 out of 10, maybe. He's a good actor. Just, me, like, 10 out of 10 Greek god over here, like, talking about like, when Bruce Willis is 6 out of 10. But like, come on, really? Did we really need that? Also, way too many puns. I know, like, I numbered my puns, but that's also a bad joke in itself. But seriously. Also, 27 minutes, we broke the world record. Woo. Alright, back to talking about that. Like, every single opportunity. Like, I just remember this one scene where on like, the wing of a plane action scene. He just kicks him up, he's like, bon voyage. Like, did you need to say that? Like, so stupid. Die Hard 3, they stopped caring. I really like that movie just because, like, finally, like, they don't even care anymore. There's one thing that annoyed me. Samuel L. Jackson's character, completely forgot his name, but he did a good performance. It's just been a while since I've seen the movie. Like, right at the end, a spoiler alert, just hopefully you skip to the end anyway. Right at the end, anyway, of the movie, like, he's still there. He's just like an ordinary citizen in the terms of the movie. So I don't know why he's in the helicopter right at the end. Like, I understand the villain was like, alright, they had to be together, otherwise I'm gonna blow up the city or something in the first part, but right at the end he didn't need to be there. It was all discovered to be a ruse. So yeah, we broke the world record, boys. Woo. That's what we call saving your breath. Pun number, oof, boy, I really should have like studied hard in the first grade. Let's call it 7. Like in movies when you see somebody's dying and like they're trying to speak and they're like, save your breath. They just need to eat their breaths. They could live on forever, That's how entropy works. I think if you just eat your breath, you just break the second law of thermodynamics, right? Alright, woo, world record broken. Yay. No, ooh, missed the button there. Oh. Yeah, it's, goodbye. Stop.